Hello again. Today is talking about a very sophisticated scam. Uh, we call it a hacker scam, where everything happens on your email, which could be in your phone, and you'll get a message. Very often, it won't even be in your what do they call it? Spam. Yeah, very often it won't even be in your spam because these guys are so clever. They'll make it come directly from you. Now, here's the here's the thing. The message will come from a crypto exchange like Binance. Now, this is for crypto owners. This talk I'm giving right now. So you get a message that will seem a little bit innocuous. Maybe it'll say, due to irregular activity in your account recently, we need to check that it is really you, or words to that effect. And then it says, press here for contact with our official website. Okay? So you click on a little place they've provided for you, and guess what? An official looking website pops up, and it could be from a crypto exchange, could even be from your bank, could be from your broker. The hackers are getting very, very talented these days. Okay, and now the fake site will tell you that they need your name, account number, password, and you put that in the form that the official looking form that they provided. And guess what? You've just given them everything in your account, because today, uh, very often, sometimes you can have a more complicated thing than just a password. A few outfits that are very savvy will actually want to see your picture and maybe even have you hold up an ID card. But the hackers, so far, are so good as to be able to fake your picture. But uh, the way you prevent this from happening is pretty simple, but most people don't know this trick. When you get a solicitation, you can press on the sender with your cursor, okay? And instead of something like First National Bank of Chicago.com, you will get First National Bank, and it'll be a suspicious thing like 1234 Tonga or Russia or Nigeria, NI. So the first line of defense is always check the sender. The second line of defense is remember that a real legitimate outfit is never going to ask you for your password or your address or even your picture in a website solicitation that something is irregular, or did you really take out 1,000 Bitcoin last week? So there's your tip number one. Now, many of my watchers here don't have a Bitcoin account, uh, and they're very unsophisticated. But if you do have a Bitcoin account, let me tell you about one of the best, from the point of view of the scammer, one of the best scams. It's called address poisoning. Now, here's what happens. Supposing you're going to buy a house from your friend Albert, and the house costs $100,000 worth of Bitcoin. You've agreed on that as a price. Now, the way Bitcoin works is if you have your money at an exchange, your Bitcoin, I should say, to identify that account, you just need it's a long series of numbers. How many? About 10, 15 numbers. Anyway, about 10 or 15 numbers.
24.
That's 24 numbers to be exact. And that identifies your wallet. So here's what you do. What everybody will do is you don't send $100,000 to the number your friend gave you. Why? Because you may have copied it wrong. Something may be wrong with the system. You don't know. So you send a little bit, $5, let's say. And the reason you send that $5 is that you get a confirmation back that your friend Albert has received your $5. Okay, now with that confirmation, the number of the account is repeated. Okay, and so you're okay to send the 100,000, thinking, ha ha ha, that you're going to get a confirmation from. It actually is automatic. It isn't. Albert doesn't write it out. You get a confirmation because that's how Bitcoin works. That Albert got the money. Okay, but here's how what the hackers do. Guess what? Every Bitcoin transaction is sort of public. It isn't public in that your name and the amount of your balance is revealed, but the fact that from wallet XYZ, lots of numbers went to wallet QRT with lots of numbers, that is on record with hundreds of thousands of computers. Okay, and the hacker with the address poisoning has one of those computers. So what he does is, knowing the number of your wallet, he sends you a fake confirmation. And really, there's no way of knowing that the fake combination has a number just like the real one, except maybe one digit is changed. And if you're high or drunk or just not paying attention, you then say, okay, it's safe now. I'm going to send you the whole 100,000. You copy and paste the false number and you send the 100,000, and maybe you're going to get a confirmation that this number just received your 100,000. Ha ha ha. Except that it's gone because the owner of that wallet is going to take it out immediately, cash it in, or do something else with it, and you've lost your money. So, how do you protect yourself against this? Well, you don't send any Bitcoin or Ether or any coin worth more than infinitesimally small amount unless you really check that number very carefully. You know your own wallet number, and you can put that on a sheet, and then you put in the number that you're going to send it to, and if they don't match exactly, you know that you've been the victim of address poisoning and a scammer. And people every day lose millions of dollars on this scam. So be very careful, because Bitcoin has certain advantages, but the scammer, the address poisoner, he may send out, because everything can be automated, he may send out 1,000 of these fake confirmations every day. And all he needs is one or two $100,000 transactions, and he can be a pretty rich guy. Guess what? Billions are lost through these fake transactions. Okay, so that's a Bitcoin scam. And now for the absolutely most common and easiest way that thugs or bad guys can steal your crypto. How to avoid it is what I'm going to say first. Keep your mouth shut. Don't ever tell anyone, hey, I made a real bundle on my crypto. Or, boy, I'm so lucky I bought crypto at 20 and now it's 50,000. No. You never say anything to anyone, stranger or even your wife, because in a divorce, this could happen. Okay, well, getting back to the easiest way, if the bad guys know that you have a substantial amount of crypto, they grab you. They take you physically, hold a gun to your head or a knife to your throat, and they take you to their secret hideout, as kidnappers always do, and they say, hey, you like your fingers? Off goes your little finger. Now, you want to keep your other 9? Use those fingers remaining to transfer your crypto to this, our secret wallet. Well, most people don't want to lose 9 fingers. And the funny part, hardly funny, is once you give them the crypto and it clears and they get it, you're probably going to get killed anyway. And this is happening every day, and very crude people are behind it. Now, if they don't kidnap you personally, what else can they do? They can kidnap your kids and hold them and maybe cut their ear off, which actually happened, or their fingers off and send it to you. And then say, hey, you want the rest of the body of your kid, or you want to transfer your Bitcoin to us? So finally, a government can do the same thing. They think you owe some taxes. We're talking about, I won't mention what countries are involved, but you probably already know that Spain, Germany, and a certain big country who is currently headed by a name guy with a card. You can figure it out. I don't want to get in trouble with them. But anyway, governments will arrest people and say, hey, we're going to hold you in contempt unless you give us your full balance of your crypto account. And then we'll decide what taxes are due and what isn't. And basically, you can rot in jail and maybe get a little physical attention too, unless you give up your crypto. So, once again, how do you avoid it? Very simple. Keep your mouth shut. Don't tell anybody you have it. If you are worried about yourself dying and you don't want your crypto to be lost, which happens every day, maybe write a confidential letter to your attorney, seal it very well there's a special kind of blue tape that if it's opened, you can tell. But anyway, put this letter explaining what your details of your crypto are and give it to your lawyer. And when you croak, he is authorized in front of your heir, named on the envelope, to open that and let the heir know how to deal with your crypto. And so that is my advice about avoiding crypto scams. And I hope those of you who have followed my advice and bought a little crypto, I hope you will never experience any of these. But if you keep your mouth shut and go low profile, you should be all right. Okay, I hope you liked this video. It took a lot of work to put it together, so I want you to like it, subscribe, tell your friends about it, share, and comment. I love your comments, and I'll answer every single one of them. And beside that, I'll see you tomorrow because I'm going to have another exciting video for you. Boy, is it going to be good.